Hey there, and welcome to my Marathon Kickstart Quickies. Over the next 3 days, I'm going to be taking you through the 3 essentials to work on to prepare yourself to run a marathon this spring. But first, who am I? Well, I'm Helen. I'm 51 years young and I'm the Cheesecake Runner. I've got a doctorate in chemistry and I was a business consultant for about 20 years. Now, over the years, I struggled with my fitness, my motivation, running and my diet. I was a lazy kid at school. My brother, he called me Porky, and I was really good at bunking off games. I finally found fitness in my 20s, bouncing around the back of an aerobics classes, but that didn't last too long. And pretty soon I became a lazy, lard-ass lady. But a few years back, when I was in my mid-40s, I turned my life around. I got running and I made good food, health and fitness my priorities in life. I took up running and I now train to run marathons in my spare time and for fun. Now, since then, I've run loads of races and I've got faster as the years have progressed. And I've managed to achieve official good for age times at both marathon and half marathon distance. I've also changed my career and I'm now a nutrition coach to runners. And I've worked with loads of women and men in their 40s and 50s who are struggling with weight and fitness. And I've helped them go from feeling fat and unfit and unfulfilled to feeling fabulous. Now, last year, I set up a Facebook group called London Marathon Training. And that has helped around 4,000 newbie marathon runners run their first marathon this year. So, I've seen it, I've done it, and I've helped others achieve it. Now, training for a marathon isn't just about pounding the pavements over and over again. I help people to get to the start line using my 3 F's to success. And that includes looking at fitness, food, and fundraising. Now, to be successful in your first marathon, you need to have the best race possible and to achieve your dream. You need to get all 3 right. So over the next 3 days, we're going to learn about each of those 3 things. So we're going to cover what you need to do this summer to ramp up your running and fitness. So come winter, you've already got miles in your legs, strength in your body, and you're ready to step it up to marathon training. We're also going to look at how to focus on the right foods for fitness so you can tune up your diet for training and also lose a few pounds this year so you're at race weight well before winter. And we'll also be looking at why you need to start fundraising now so you're not scrabbling around for sponsorship when you should be out sprint training in spring. So, let's get started. Now, so many people that I talk to and who are running a marathon just don't even think about training until a few weeks out. But don't leave it till January. A 16-week training program really is the end of your training build-up, not necessarily the start. So, over the next 6 months, you need to be building up your running and building up your running fitness. Firstly, if you're not a regular runner, you need to make running a habit. So, it's not so much a shock to your lifestyle come the new year when you need to be going out running sort of 3, 4, 5 times a week, depending on your program. You also need to be building up mileage so that come January, you've got miles in your legs and you're not starting completely from scratch in January. I also think you need to be working on your speed. Speed is important for marathon training. Yeah, trust me, it really is. because speed work helps your heart and your lungs and as well as your legs get stronger. And it also helps you with the mental side of things, of running a marathon. Also, I need you to be thinking about following a plan. Now, if you're the sort of runner who's just used to just going out for a run, following a plan and being told what to do can be a little bit of a shock to the system. So get used to it now before January. And let's think about what type of plan you need to be following. So if you're a completely new runner, you're going to need to start from scratch to build up your body's resilience to running. So if you're a new runner, I need you to be thinking about finding yourself a couch to 5K plan in the first instance, and then building yourself up to being able to run a 10K and maybe even a half marathon this year. So all those newbie runners out there that haven't been running very much, go and find yourself a couch to 5K plan. If you are a regular runner and you've got a few 10Ks or even half marathons under your belt, then find yourself a good half marathon training plan. Also, I suggest you enter a few races this year, whether you're a new runner or you're an experienced runner. Now, races are really, really good because they help to test out where you are with your training. You can then see whether or not, the training has been going well, whether you're being a little over optimistic about your progress or your speed, or actually if you're fitter than you ever thought you might be. So enter a few races this year. So if you're a new runner, I suggest you start off with entering a 10K in maybe a couple of months' time, and then a half marathon later on in the autumn. But don't worry if that's a little bit of a stretch. Just stick to a 10K and listen to your body as it starts to build strength with your running. And for those of you who are experienced runners, even if you've only run a 10K, try and get some autumn halves booked this year. Now, it's no good me telling you these things. You go, oh, yes, Helen, I know I need to start running. And yes, I know I need to enter a race. I need you to take some action. So once you've finished watching this video, I need you to get on the internet and find yourself a plan, and I need you to enter yourself some races. Now, Mr. Google is a great source for finding plans and races, but if you're having any struggles with, want some advice on what's a good plan or, where to find those races in your area, drop me a message in the Cheesecake Runner and I can help you out. So once you've found your plan and you've set yourself a goal, whether that's to run a 5K to start if you're new, running a 10K or running a half marathon, please come on over to the Cheesecake Runner Facebook group and drop me a message to say what your goals are and which races you've entered. It'll help keep you accountable over the next few months. So that's it for me, folks. So leave yourself a comment in the Cheesecake Runner Facebook group and spread the word. Tell your friends and your family about your goals and your dreams. It really helps if other people know what you're planning. It helps keep you accountable to them. So that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with more top tips with my next marathon training quickie. See you folks. Bye.